Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Divine Seeker. Hi everyone. So we're going to do some Sacred Light Oracle. See what is going on here. It's been a very, very powerful energetic shift, especially with the 2323 gateway of July, our 7th 23 portal of 23. So let's see. A lot of this energy already came through, but it takes time to integrate, especially if you've been through a lot of chaotic situations. If you've been feeling a lot of intense energy, because it's like a lot of this intense energy needs to work itself out for these integrations to happen. So there's been this big purging that has been happening. So a lot of you could have noticed that you had a very intense time on the 23rd or around that. So a lot of this is starting to integrate, as they're showing me transmutation here, violet fire, right? Detoxification, psychic vision, and constant distraction. That's why it's taking me a little bit to get this reading out. I actually did a beautiful reading with this deck, but I was derailed from all the chaotic energy, not wanting it to come out. Look, the Dharma wheel. A lot of karmic lessons are definitely closing out. This is a very big time where a lot of things are purging out, as Chiron, our wounded healer asteroid, is going retrograde at this time. There is secret geometry within these cards. Watching these cards alone, looking at them, can activate things within you, right? So keep that in mind. This is a very, very powerful deck here. You could be seeing symbolisms too of elephants here that I'm picking up. But yeah, a lot of karmic lessons and things like that have been closing out. So a lot of energies are starting to shift out. Yeah, look. Attachments. You guys had a lot of attachments to ways of thinking, energetic attachments. A lot of you could have had throat portal blockages. So some of these energies that came through could have opened them up and allow you to be expressive, especially in alignment with this Leo energy, being in Leo season. And this could have to do with close connections with family, friends, because with Venus in the sign of Leo going retrograde as well, you're really in introspection. You're really taking into account those relationship situations, what they mean to you on a heart level. So this energy of Leo and Venus and these pulls of this wounded healer could really be bringing up attachments. If you've been having people that have been putting you in wounds and you've had trauma, it's coming to the surface for you to release it, right? So there's definitely a big throat portal activation that's going on. Your spirit guides are working very closely with you, allowing you to kind of lift the veil, see things as they are. So there's this heightened psychic energy, like visions I'm getting. You guys could be noticing a lot more signs here. Look at the yin yang symbol right there. You could be noticing a lot more of the yin yang symbol. More just, you're starting to realize more synchronicities within your life, different things. Your spirit guides know how to communicate with you. They know what works for you. They know that ways to leave messages and signs upon your path. And everybody's signs and messages are going to be different, so I'm not calling out too many, but just if you ever ask yourself, like, is this a message? Is this a sign? Like, me finding this now, that's a coincidence, right? You may talk about it to somebody. If you're ever questioning whether or not it's synchronicity, right, there's your confirmation that it was a sign for you. Synchronicities are really, they're not by mistake. It's for an alignment of something. I don't know, I'm having trouble explaining that. I have another word that I use for synchronicities and I can't think of it right now. It's a link. I don't know. I don't know why they're blocking it out, right? I don't know. For you to decide here. Maybe the term I would have used would have made some of you not see it as that way. Universal Merkaba. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but there's another activation that could happen. Definitely picking up portal energy here. Certain things too, being out in solar rays, moon rays, just finding a place where you can decompress. That's what I was trying to say, where you can relax and calm down, can allow these things to integrate. A sacred person, you have the answer in lucid dreaming. And yeah, I was going to say you could be getting downloads and messages through your dreamscape too. So different things could be coming out. Angelic realm and team effort, charity, validation, and patience you're being called to have. Like I said, your spirit guides, because they brought me back to the spirit guide card again. That your spirit guides, your angels are definitely communicating with you, working with you. To eliminate these energetic attachments, these woundings. Guiding you to speak up for yourself, express yourself. Sacred space, positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction, and removing obstacles. I told you obstacles are being removed. They definitely are. You're getting lighter as you elevate and you eliminate these heavy energies. That's what weighs you down. Have you ever noticed like you have a bunch of stress or you're worried about something and you might not be aware that you're holding on to this heavy energy, but once it becomes resolved or taken care of, all of a sudden, you know how you feel like, wow. Like, wow, you feel like it's off your back, right? It's off your shoulders. You feel as though you released something, right? That's really a big part of it, is you do weigh yourself down with these energies. So you could be noticing as these things release that you're feeling more free, your light body. Okay, you're feeling more independent, comfort, past restrictions. And for a lot of you, you're healing out ancestral woundings with Chiron, making this retrograded. So it's surfacing things up for you to finally acknowledge and release them and let them go. Things that are triggers for you are where areas that you need to do work. So I'll often notice, you be aware of how things will be. Sometimes it's like my children will bring things up out of the blue. They'll make a comment about something that once was a wound for me. Like, hey mom, do you remember when this happened? I'll even look at them like, why are you bringing this up right now? And in the past, I would think that, wow, they're wanting to start trauma. But sometimes, you know, our children, they can be more receptive to our spirit guides and angels. And it's like, you know, a lot of them are very much can hear the realms, you know, and before they're told that they're not hearing all of that or whatever. And just children, they don't think a lot and talk themselves out of what they're thinking. That's why I love children. They're just there. they'll say whatever's on their mind or ask her. It's so beautiful that they're not shut down. Like, I love it when children are asking all those questions, like, why are we alive? Why is there a moon? Why, you know, how does the moon work? You know, like, things like that or whatever. But they're very receptive to things. So a lot of times your children can be triggers for, but they bring these things up, right? And sometimes you may be aware, like, wow, in the past that really would have upset me to bring that situation up or whatever. But when you realize that you can talk about it, and you realize that there's not an emotional pull or a draining thing, or it's not affecting or destabilizing your mood and things like that, you've overcome it. And sometimes those are tests, and it's kind of like I'm getting like a checklist. Like, sometimes you have to prove to divine source or creator that you've overcome and that you've passed a lesson. Okay, so you don't repeat it and things like that. And it's kind of like by you doing it, it frees up something. So it's like for some of you, like you're setting some of your ancestors free, you're opening up doors for them. And it's really big around these portal energies. I'm trying to explain it the best way that I can explain this frequency and what's going on. But you need to know that sometimes don't look at it as just like, oh, somebody was trying to trigger me. You could literally be like putting out some sort of karma for somebody, you know, in your bloodline. Especially around this time where Chiron is going retrograde, okay? And it will be through December 20. I just want to say December 25th. I don't even really know. I didn't even look at the dates. But I know it was through December. So short retrograde, right? But we'll see if I say that in December, because there could be a lot of trauma winnings coming up. But energy, medicine, sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility, and deep rest. For a lot of you, deep rest is going to be very beneficial because a lot of healing happens when you sleep. and a lot of things. There's a lot of healing, a lot of work that's going on. You're showing me scales of karma too, cycles of disharmony, creating new tradition and unfortunate events. Okay, so there's definitely going to be karma coming around for some of you, like you're clearing out karma within your bloodlines. Like I said, things come into light. All right, so I feel like that's enough with the Sacred Light Oracle. I'm going to be keeping these readings shorter, not trying to do too many oracles within one, because I get overwhelmed sometimes, especially when my readings get too long if I can't have them go uploaded. So we're going to get some tarot cards to go along with channeled messages coming out with this frequency. Let's find out more. Sacred Light Oracle messages. What's messages to go along with the Sacred Light Oracle? Page of Swords. Like I said, some people are going to be digging up stuff, trying to trigger you too. It's the information gatherer, right? Knowledge. Some of you could be gathering knowledge and skills to overcome some woundings. Let me explain that a little bit more for some of you. It's like for some of you, some people have created some wounds, some trauma for you, and it's getting brought to the surface, and you're getting that realization like, you know what? I've been holding on to this for a while, and it triggers me each time I feel it. But you know what? For me to be able to release this feeling, I need to get my justice. So, being in Leo season, you want it. You want to put on a show. You want to be center stage. You want people to know what you've been through, or maybe take a little bit of that. Maybe it's not the second part, but for some of you, it's like you are ready to expose how people have treated and feel about you. So maybe for some of you, you feel to get your justice, people need to know this. Whether you may be, I'm not saying do this, but maybe for some of you, you're feeling as though the public needs to know. Maybe you're feeling as though you want to post something on social media, or you want to go to the news, a news outlet or something. You want people to be able to see what you've been through, or nowadays, you know, there's so many different apps and things like that. For some of you, it could be like getting the knowledge that you need for like court, getting your documents together, getting some sort of knowledge. This could be getting higher education. So like maybe for some of you, it could be something simple as like a family member said, you know what, you're never going to be able to go after this career or whatever. So it's inspiring you to look into getting whatever you need, because I'm seeing them in the cap and gown schooling wise. You know, so for some of you, it could just be that empowerment, that push to get the knowledge to go pursue something. But I'm getting this energy right away. I felt the Page of Swords is that somebody's been like digging up information. Like I said, it's collective reading. I'm picking up multiple storylines. Take whatever's for you. But for somebody, it's like somebody was trying to like, I don't know why I heard defame or destroy, decay. I'm hearing all those. Somebody was really trying to do the most. Let's just say that. And it's like, and this could be currently, it could be in the past, it could have been ongoing, but this is somebody that's like, you know what, in Leo season, I'm going to get my justice, and it's going to be seen. And so you're gathering information. So whether this is, you know, gathering information for a court or whatever this is, right? But like I said, I was feeling this energy as like somebody's been trying to gather information. Remember, and like I said, for some of you, it's to test you, to see if you've overcome a wounding, so watch how you react. So we have the Five of Cups here. For some of you, so this is going to cause, you know, an ending, a letting go, but it's going to be, you could be letting go of certain people's situations. Mindsets, right? You're wanting to release it with love. That's what I feel with this card here. You know, there's a lot of emotions and feelings. Like I said, that this is going to be around a lot of emotional woundings in our child. There's flowers left behind. This is somebody that's walking away with love. So I'm getting for some of you, like, it's going to be tough, but for some of you, like, you have to let go of certain, like, maybe, like, people that you had a lot of love for or something like that. I'm getting, like, it's going to be a big emotional release. There's definitely a lot of wow. I had the deck upside down, but still, the King of Wands reverse came out. Well, King of Wands reversed like a tyrant, like a very like very possessive, controlling, abusive. It's like for some of you, you could have been in a relationship with somebody that used a lot of abusive ways, tactics, was kind of keeping you in this chaotic energy because of I was talking about it with the 2023 portal, right? Is that how I started this? Yeah, that's the frequency that was going off. All right, so the trying to create chaos and conflict to try to stop you from elevating. Something's been trying to stop you from getting your Ton of Cups, living this life of happiness and being in love and things like that. See, it's interesting, the Three of Swords next to the Page of Pentacles. So, you know, there's that pain, right? Heartbreak, pain, but the Page of Pentacles, interesting. You know, this new foundation requires something. There's a Page of Cups here too. The King and the Queen of Swords. See, this is two people that I feel are in communication, that are strategizing against each other. And there's a King of Wands with the Knight of Cups. Interesting, because with the King over, all right, I'm getting probably too many. Let's see. Sometimes when I go off the bottom, what's unseen around you or what's to come, it can get a little bit discombobulated, I heard, for my collective readings. Sometimes it can be one storyline, so I always like to go at it. There's this Queen of Cups energy. That's who I feel is going to be in this Three of Swords, or has been in this Three of Swords energy. And yeah, justice is coming for her. It's time for justice. Queen of Pentacles and justice again. She's realizing that she's very grounded, stable, abundant. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very resourceful. Like I said, somebody maybe had some sort of wounding. Maybe somebody made somebody feel as though they were wounded, that they could not defend themselves. They could not go after their justice. There's this energy here of this newfound energy. And like I said, Leo can do that. Maybe they needed the strength and the courage, right, to make the scales balance. Maybe they needed to find the resources, or they did. You know, new opportunities come in. These portals, these gateways bring in new opportunities, new ways of looking, advancement. It's like you have to raise your vibration and elevate sometimes to see your new opportunities. Because when you're a low vibrational energy, it's hard to see the beautiful blessings that the divine is blessing you with. See, there's this Five of Swords energy. Maybe somebody was too much in their shadow and their dark side, in that fight or flight mode, and you know, or in that fighting energy. Sometimes when you're in this fighting energy, things don't work out in your favor. Because if you come at things with a negative energy, you don't have a positive response. Like, you can't fight, I mean, you can fight fire with fire, but normally it just creates more explosive energies and more chaos, right? This is like somebody that's fighting fire with water and outsmarting it. Outsmarting it. That's interesting. I would say water wins over fire, right? Love wins. So, I mean, there's many conditions and how much fire there would be. Page of Cups, the High Priestess is here. That's about secret. Look, she's putting on a show. You see her with the curtain. Yeah. Like I said, there, somebody's ready to put on a show. She's ready. On stage. High Priestess is the keeper of secrets, too. You could be keeping this a secret. It's the best thing to do. Keep things a secret. Yeah, look, somebody is breaking out of some sort of jail. I'm getting a jail within the mind. The Seven of Wands represents those boundaries. I'm getting that somebody had strict boundaries around them. Somebody that wanted to, you know, like stay out of the limelight, just didn't want all this attention. I'm getting there's something that went on here where it was like somebody just didn't want to draw attention to themselves. maybe it was embarrassing. Maybe this situation put them in a bad light. They just didn't want this attention or something. But somebody's in this Empress energy now, and they're realizing that in order to be an Empress, you need to defend yourself too. God gave you a shadow side for a reason. That Empress has had to battle to get to where she is too, and she needs to defend herself. So that's what this is about. World card here, definitely. Universal energies are at play here. They're very much helping this Empress embody that Leo energy at Leo season to really get done what she needs to defend her character, because somebody's been trying to defame her. Somebody has been trying to make her not look as an Empress, and it's time for her to set those scales right. So that's very powerful. Guys, I'm going to leave this reading here. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. If you want to catch my readings in real time, as they are much more impactful, I feel, I mean, if they're for you. If you get guided to it in real time when I upload it, it's more powerful, because I'm letting you know the energies that I'm connecting with and what's going on within the cosmos. But if you do find this outside of my real time when I upload it, that's when Source wanted it for you to see it. So this is the situation that's going on. So just take it as it's happening for you now, and just leave all that astrological alignments out. There's just some other astrological alignments at play that are pulling it in, because each of us are very unique. We're our own universe within ourselves, right? And made up of all of the alignments within the planets and where they were at the time of our birth. So how they're moving around in the skies affect us differently. That's why these readings can resonate for people at different times, depending on alignments and what is going on. And yeah, time is very fluid and non-linear, so things play out for people at different times, and it's like it spirals. So anyway, I'm not going to get too focused on that, but anyway, I'm going to leave this reading here. Love and light to all of you. 2200 as I say that. Definitely claim the energy. Liking the video claims the energy. Does an energy exchange with me. I feel your energy. The more you energy exchange with me, the more that I feel it, the more you're going to come out my readings. Even if you're just watching, know that. All right, love and light to all of you. Bye.